Welcome everybody, it is GleeCon, and we're here once more for another episode of Lore of Warcraft, so thanks for stinking joining us today. On the last episode, I read a short story from the Folk and Fairy Tales of Azeroth, which is a kind of like a fabled book, little bit bedtime story kind of feel, but it takes like different like storytelling vibes and make some kind of apocryphal, non-canon, mythic reasons why certain things exist in the world of Warcraft. So check that one out if you want to hear why the mermaids left Borealis. Stay a while and listen to today's episode where we're going to tackle Mara on a full quest run. This might take us 2 episodes because when I did this with an organic 5-man group, it was very slow. And it probably took 4 to 5 hours of my day to get a group together. What's going to happen today is we're going to run these quests as good as we can, but we have a 60 mage that wanted to join and do the team with us. So I have myself as a healer, and we have a warrior from the guild that I'm in. And between the 3 of us, we should be able to 3-man this dungeon with a 60 mage. And that might mean that we just focus on the bosses, and I get those ghost dudes after. Okay, so if we're going to do it this way, there's basically, I have a feeling we're going to be following the lead of this guy. But luckily, if you, if we can beat the bosses that get us the scepter, and we beat the princess, everything else is basically soloable at our level, which is 56. So I'm not that worried. We could even solo the ghosts. There's only one ghost I'm truly worried about soloing, which is the ghost on the interior of the orange side. So we just have to make sure that we clear orange side first. So what we're going to do is kind of follow this guy's lead. We do need to kill the Nameless Prophet first, and to get the quest I talked about earlier for the amulet, and we can start working on some of that exterior stuff. This guy's in the green belt, which means he's in the wetlands. I don't know what he's doing. He must be flying through, because as Horde, you don't quest in the wetlands. So yeah, we're just going to kind of see how it goes. We can get Shadow Shard Fragments exterior on our own. Thoradric Crystal Carving, we can farm this on our own, but with a 3-man, we'll easily get it all while we run the dungeon. The Vile Stem Vines is a little bit trickier to farm on the own, but you could hypothetically try it, but that's another one. It's going to be easier if we do that one by going through the orange side. The Rod of Celebras or Celebras, we definitely can't do that one on our own, so this is going to help us here. Another thing that could happen is we might get banged in a big spot. Like this guy was advertising only wanting the rod. If we go for the rod and he can't do it, or he bails, what we'll do is a second run tomorrow. We'll wrap up everything else that we can do, and then we'll do a second princess run only tomorrow. So once we have the rod. Alright. So, Princess Thoradris is the other one we can't do. You get the quest, the Seed of Life, from Princess Thoradris after. We won't turn that in until tomorrow. And of course, the 2-part quest chain, so that's the 6th one, and quests 7 and 8 are the ones to get the actual rod. So, he's now flying here. I don't know where Homeboy decided to fly from, but he is quite far away. Alright, so I do worry that... So, I'm going to put in the group chat to the mage, to the warrior, that I'm going to work on some of this other stuff. Okay, so he's gonna DP. I mean, he's gonna not D. He's gonna DPS for us, this mage, but he's going to DC. So we're waiting on the tank anyway. He's now in the Dust Bowl. But what I'm gonna do is just play around. I'll start working on some of this stuff before. Where is he at? Honestly, we could probably just about 2-man it. So I'm not really super worried. The problem is the mage. Alright, so I have to think about what we want here. Now, there is a nature resistance totem. That's going to be crucial for... that's fine though, I think. He was probably wondering where we were going too, and now he sees that we're both... That's where he was going. To Uldaman. And it's funny because I said I'm going to mess around in the exterior caves. That still applies for Uldaman too. Alright, so I'm going to walk you through. All of this stuff is, like I said, other than going deep into the dungeon and fighting the bosses, it's all very soloable if you come in over-leveled like I am at level 56. I mean, you have a 56 healer and a 60 mage, we're fine. Alright, so this is the doors we've experimented. They asked me what quest for... Which quest do I need from in here? Alright, so we're going to take our time here and I'm going to show you what we do in this dungeon. Alright, so if you look around, there are these ghosts. They're not elite in the beginning. You can come in and hop down, and somewhere will be the Nameless Prophet right here. So... Okay. Alright, so right now this Nameless Prophet is the only non-ghost. They are not elite. Always drops a Thoradric crystal carving. Always gives us the one amulet. Now, you want to go get the first gem. You can come to a shortcut here by jumping down. Not much of a shortcut. The ghosts are so low level, if you're over-leveled like me, you can get there easily. But what you're looking for is Prophet number 1. Prophet number 1, you can also kind of hop down here. It's found near where you'd find the first portal. Hey, look, the Nameless Prophet. Oh, that's a Maraudon Prince. Okay. So the ghost is found kind of around here. Okay. And now we have a fourth person coming. Alright, so... the problem is, if this person bails, like I said, on Mara, what you're looking for is this, like I said, this fourth priest. So here's our first ghost. So you use these Amulet of Spirits on them and it will make them hostile. Then you can fight them. And they're pretty easy. They're not tough guys. And this is the middle side, then we go purple. Okay, so that's my first gem. Now we're gonna go purple side. Just exterior. And purple... nobody really cares that much about it, so I'm not that worried about it. So if you go purple exterior, you will be able to do a couple other things here. First, there are elementals, and there is a dude. So you wanna find... You don't care about the rock worms. What we need is we need 10 elementals. It's a 100% drop rate, and there's a third gem. And we're gonna grab the ghost inside that first anyway. So we don't need these things, just need this. Okay? So we need these Shadow Shard whatever they're called. They are immune to lightning, so I do not have to keep my lightning thing going. Instead, I'll switch over to fire. We have to get 10 of these. But again, I'm not that worried about it. Okay. Alright, so this one we just go and we get the inner purple gem. This is an easy one to solo. You can't really solo the orange one, but this one you can solo because you can skip your way down. You wait for that little pat to go. Just don't fight those guys. And then you hop down here, and pretty quickly you can find this ghost coming through. Just have to make sure that you're fine with them. Okay. So then you run out and you don't worry about this. Okay, he will fight and be annoying. You just kind of have to, you know, be smart about it. And so that one is very easy, Marados. Okay, now we run our way back out. Now we don't do purple side. So you do have to worry about if you're... Oh, actually, wait a minute. There was a thoracic crystal carving. I felt like I'd grab it. That was intentional. He probably thought I screwed it up, but I did not. Alright, so here we just have to run back out. We're pretty good since it's since they're all gray at the very entrance for our level. No problems. And even if they run right through, we're right at the exit. We just get our booty out of here. Okay, so that's the end of that one. Pretty easy. Okay, now I need the third gem, which is found out here. Alright, again, I don't need the lightning. What we do is we kind of weave our way around looking for earth elementals. Try to not fight these rock snakes just because they're kind of dumb. Here's the second con, so we use this one on him again. This is how you get the second con. Alright. And we just fight. Alright, so this will be our third gem already. Now we're pretty golden as long as we run orange side first. And that will allow us to not exit the dungeon. This is a way that we did it last time. This is not how I would do it if I was leading a full group. Just FYI. I would not run this style. Do not want to drop the fire totem because I don't want it to start shooting those snakes. This is Gelp. Alright, so we got another Thoradric crystal carving, and now we need 9 of these guys. Okay, 9 more of them. Now I can drop some fire on these guys, since I'm not going to be using Alright, got that one. We need these little other guys too. And that's basically all we do. We're gonna kill now 8 more of them. And well, this is the really time-consuming part. And this is the last real thing we can do in the exterior of the dungeon. Okay, here we go. There's a 4th one right there. And a 5th one. So there's cool for us. Go ahead and build a new base right here. So this will be 4 and 5. We'll be halfway done. And we're making good progress. As you can see, we can solo this part. It's not... We're just kind of doing it to kill time, and then we're going to really focus, for the sake of this mage, on getting the stuff that is not soloable. Especially if you want to really see what happens when a full group runs everything to its entirety. Check out the earlier version of this episode I did for Alliance. Nothing is different. All the quests are neutral. The only thing that changes are the quest givers. So you're really seeing a slightly different experience today, which is totally fine. I think he ice blocks to throw threat off himself. Pretty smart. Oh, he's immune to Earth Shock, so I can't even do that to get threat. Not a lot of threat I can save, but that's why we'll get a tank. Alright. Okay, so now we keep on keeping on. We keep walking around looking for more. We need 5 more of those guys. Easy peasy. Guy wants to sell Maraudon runs while he is with us in the group. So he is lucky because this is one of the few Maraudon people sellers that I haven't blocked. This is an instant of me. It's actually because he does seem just more like a human. I don't love the run selling, but the way he posted it the other day, it matters, and it kind of felt like humanish and not like the typical just always cut and paste. 12 points on a ring. I don't need that. Faye is probably drinking. Letting me build up my threat, which is fine. I actually have a little bit of a hard time against these guys because they are immune to everything. Which is okay. And this will be our 7th one, so. He must have been AFK for a couple seconds while he was posting or whatever. Alright, we just need 3 more. so there is an orange side. We need... Again, we can orange... there's a couple little things we need to do on the orange side. The most important one that we need to do, orange exterior, is to... well, we have to fill the vial. That's just part of the quest. We need to pick up the Rod of Celebras quest, and then there is a... We need our 4th gem. I don't think I've ever been knocked up on there before. Pretty cool. Alright, so now I will walk back out of this little pit here. We just need 2 more. Of the shadow guys. But now that I know that, it's actually close. You could solo. You could solo the, this quest. Now I'm actually convinced of it. It would just take patience. So what I would do is get all of these exterior ones. I just showed you how to solo the 4th one. And then what I would do... I mean, obviously, if you're over-leveled. That is the big caveat. Dang it. What I would do after that is... There's another one. I want that guy right there. I would wait for the orange goes to pat. You might literally have to sit there for half an hour. But in the quest to solo things, that's not a big deal. You just wait for the orange goes to pat all the way back to the end of his pat cycle. And that's how you do it. Alright, so now we gotta get ourselves out of here. I accidentally fought that rock. Lame. There we go. Alright, so here is our 9th Rumbler. See where people are. This guy, the Pally's almost here, and the warrior's on the way as well. Take a couple more hits before I heal up on it. The mage helping me, it'll be fine. Get that stick in. Alright, so that was our 9th one. Alright, so we're gonna head over to orange now. Alright. So... I pulled a second one, dang it. That's not ideal. I accidentally pulled. Okay. I didn't want to pull 2. At least I had the frost. I maybe could have probably pulled it off. I don't know, with heals and everything. And time. Me being all up on the crystals did not help my... I already tell you right now, I don't want that. Alright. So now we're good. Going out to the... Now we're going to go to the orange side. Okay. So... In the orange side, we need to get that exterior gem. And we need to fill up our vial and get the orange quest. Okay, so this is not that big a deal. But that's all that is really all the purple stuff you need. The only other thing you need from the purple side is the actual boss, which is the centaur. Not a big deal. He's not that tough of a boss, he just has a couple little Um, Alright, so now we come in here. Now I hope that we don't have to work with that guy. We do not need these elementals. Okay. Here you come up and you get the quest, The Legends of Maraudon. We'll pick this one up.
What is nature's call?
This place, it's cursed. I barely managed to escape, and I cannot bear to go down through the tunnels again. My brother and sisters, though, they were not as fortunate. Trapped inside, they are feverish with the corrupting haze that flows from the evil garden growing there.
Is there
Please, you must help.
Alright, we will read that one. That is called Legends of Maraudon. Okay, it says,
A dark satyr called Lord Viletongue spread his evil through these twisting caves, poisoning the minds of all inside. He still resides beyond the purple crystals. Viletongue also created a symbol of his corruption called Noxion that dwells beyond the orange crystals. Together they've stolen the 2 parts of my brother's scepter. Celebras, my brother, he wanders blindly inside, cursed by corruption. You must help him, find the pieces, and speak to my brother somehow.
alright, so now here's where we go in to solo this. He said I might pull these, and I was going to tell him, give it a sec. Alright. I don't know what he is. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so now we're gonna... we got that quest, and we filled our vial in that orange vial that I hopped into. And now we're kind of going through... Yeah, he pulled that one too. Alright, so what I will switch to is when I'm... Oh, no. Darn it, he's gonna pull my stupid totems. Dang it, he's immune. They're all immune to... I'll switch over after this one wears off to... using a different weapon, like Rockbiter weapon. Or if I don't want the threat, I could switch to Frostbrand weapon or something. Or Flame Tongue weapon if they're all going to be slowed by the mage. Flame Tongue weapon might be better. Guess it depends. Okay. Alright, so... here's the third con. This is the other one that I need. Alright. So, fighting this guy, talking, answering people in the guild. Looks like the paladin may have pulled something. I also have this avoiding interruption as needed. He's got a disease, the warrior does. He's 46. If he can just make it to the entrance, I guess. Alright, so this is not... this is burned for some mana here. It's because of the Sunder Armor. There's 5 stacks of Sunder Armor I have on me. Alright. So. Now we have everything. that we need in the exterior of the dungeon. The only thing that we're still needing is we need to get the Vile Tongue Vines inside. That could be a little tricky. We need the last amulet. Like I told you, there's a plan there. Worst case scenario, we have a plan. The crystal carvings are just going to come. That's just going to happen. The rod comes from fighting the 2 bosses and the princess. Like, yeah, so really, there's not a lot. The only thing that's a real question mark is I've never tried soloing Vile Tongue Corruption, but if you're clearing the orange side anyway, it's super easy to just grab. You just have to be careful. Alright, so now we're going to go back. We've done everything in the exterior of the dungeon that matters. And yeah, we're good to go. So this should now just be a matter of, with this 4-man group, which seems moderately decent. Myself at 56 as the healer. Then we have a warrior tank, and we have a paladin as well to help out at 48. Okay. Perfect. Just in time for me to loot it. Alright, everybody here? Okay. Alright, let's go. So we're going to go rock this orange side here. There you go. We're just going to stay away from these guys as much as we can so that we do not have to fight our way through all these useless basilisks. Grab that quest if you need. Old Warcraft. That's the important one. Okay. Fill the vial right there in that orange pool if you need it. Dang it, they aggroed this little guy. Alright, so I'm going to start dropping Wind Fury totems for my couple melee people, which means I'm going to start rocking Flame Tongue Weapon instead. Okay. I'll take some water if I end up needing some. I'll get some stacks back. Dang it, they aggroed another one. Oh, he's gonna get my Wind Fury totem and then aggro on. Dang it. I saw that happening. Alright, so we'll skin these little basilisks. Yeah, so he's going to give us some water, and then we're about to get this bad boy on the road. So it's kind of been messing about a little bit. If you look at what we have going on here, we are 34 minutes in, but we've cleared all of the exterior dungeon stuff. And we are now heading into the dungeon. So really, the way we're doing it, we're going to have to clear orange. And we're going to have to clear the orange side, which is tough. And then if we can do that, we really can do anything. The princess is tough, but drop down here and can make our way through here. Okay. I don't know if I want to do fire, or I guess I'll stick with Earth Rockbiter weapon and just not worry about the threat. Oh yeah, one of them busted my stone skin totem. I'm the one taking the most damage anyway, so. Alright, so I can switch over to my healing gear as needed, but as of right now, I feel like I don't really need it. Alright, so we come in here, and here's where we look around. This is the worst part of this dungeon. So now I'm going to switch over to healing. Okay, so as you... he knocked me down. Alright, so in the orange side, it's a mixture of plants and like slimes. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to healing gear. I don't have an offhand. There's a... Alright, so we need to open this up. He's enhanced? Oh, because I don't know why I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, he's a pally. I'm a dum-dum. Alright, so you have to do this 3 times. These guys can drop the Thoradric crystals. $17 points on the boots. About the same. Strength and spirit, stamina, intellect. Side grade, it's not really an upgrade. Okay. Alright, so if we just keep going in between every fight... Oh, actually, let me grab that. Run off to the side. Yeah, I guess you don't need that one. See if I can get him. Oh, he's dropping totems, I guess. Okay. Alright, that's plate. I don't need that. Okay, so let's go ahead and share. Can't share that one. We can share that one. Share that one. Okay, we can share all of those. Okay. Alright, he says he's enhanced, but... Okay. So we still have our totems up right here. this is the second set. You only have to clear these totems like 3 times, and you'll be fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm at 10 Thoradric crystal carvings. 11 now. Alright, so now we can... We have to keep our eye out on the... He takes so much damage, this Azerothian guy. Is he trying to tank or something? He just isn't built for the tanking, and the warrior is not really pulling it off. Whatever. This is frequent in the world of this game. Alright, so I'll get better with my totems here in a second too. Basically need to always have this bad boy going because it will help the entire team. That and Wind Fury, everything else I'll kind of stick unless we pull bigger packs. Okay, when I do this, I will do Nature Resistance Totem mixed with a Slowing Totem. Okay. Alright, so we're going to pull this. Alright, so kite those fools. Yeah, we'll let the mage hit on this one. These are terrible. Oh no. Okay, so I'll kind of off-tank this one. To the best of my ability, that one just got hit with something. Okay. So damage, we definitely kind of messed it up a little bit by getting this little side pull of these little biatches. Oops, that's inappropriate language. I apologize. Okay, so let's get that water going. We will start dropping some of these. Like, I don't need Basilisk guys in here, I'll tell you that right off the bat. Some of the other stuff, I don't think we're gonna... Well, we might get stones deeper in the dungeon. Large Basilisk tail, I don't need that. Okay. So same kind of deal. And we're just, this is where the mage can really kind of get going with them. Because they suck. These are the worst things in this dungeon. They do this pulsing nature damage piece of junk thing. And it is just... It's very, very hard. If you're stuck with a... We're lucky. This is like a very strong ranged group. But man, if you are not ranged, these things are atrocious. Okay. Alright, since that guy's not on it, we're really... And I don't think he is either. We really are just splitting this 3 ways. 2 ways, really. Okay, so we're going to grab this guy. Okay, so I will drop my totems. Okay, we'll keep our eye out on the heals. Okay, let's get him going. Emergency, I could heal. I don't have a lot of experience because I almost always somebody else picks healing. And then I get stuck. There you go. I looted that guy by accident. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty strong group, though, because we can all kind of handle 1 or 2 mobs on our own. And this will be the last time we have to do this one. that actually worked. So now corruption's gonna hurt me. And I think this should be the last one. Yeah, he is immune to something of mine. Lightning or something. Alright, so Vile Tongue Corruption, all nice and done. Perfect, and I think we already have 16 of our things. Okay, side quests are done now. Alright. So, now we need to make our way to... Well, there's still one ghost padding around that we're going to need to get. So we have to kind of pay attention to that. God, I have to get better about always dropping these. Okay. Always dropping these bad boys. Warcraft can take it. I'm gonna not use my thing. Nice. Warcraft just hit 47. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna hit some water up after this. It's the downfall of being a shaman. Always be drinking. Shamans always be drinking, bro. Alright, so they can start pulling this. This is a pretty easy, this is a great blizzard area right there. You just blizzard hit all of these stupid things. We're already at 20 carvings. Okay. Alright, I think I will. I got you, Mort. Okay. Don't particularly need this black truffle. Alright. He's got it. Yikes. Those things are annoying. So now I know I gotta drop nature resistance potions. These things will drop these crystal carvings too. Oh, and freaking goo. Tons of goo. So, yeah, we're all getting hit with that. It is what it is. Okay, so I have all the Thoradric carvings that I need. And that one's done. Like I said, you will easily get that. We already have all the Vile stuff. Now it's just the bosses. Okay. Alright, so here we go. We're going to wade in. Start with Wind Fury. There we go. Bam, bam, bong. Keep this on myself. And... Okay. Heal myself up a little bit. Heal more. I'll have to pop a potion if needed. I think I have a lot. Okay. Alright, now I need mana. The old Shamamama. Shaman Manum. Shaman Man. Just check out last episode where I did this on Alliance and you will see just how different the run can go. This is obviously fueled by the fact that we have a 60. And the other one, I think, we did have a healer. That was 57. That's sort of like me in this situation, except I'm at least hybrid. Get a pally, that was a full pally healer. Basically, you go down and you just fight these little constrictor vines. I mean, we did it. We pulled it off. We only had one wipe in the whole thing. Pretty nice. Okay, so we start by hitting this. There we go. And, I mean, we are only 4 manning it too. The other one we were 5 manning it, so that kind of is going to compensate a little bit. I gotta get Mort and myself. Okay, I'm gonna avoid some of the mana. I'm gonna try to conserve my mana just for totems and Bungie Moral and Arthas's Tears. I'm gonna drop that because they're just gonna take up bag space. Okay, that was fine. Sometimes I play it a little close, I think. But I feel like I have a good feel for the cadence of the game. Alright, so here is our second big room. This is before... We'll let this guy go. Alright, so this time I'll get a little bit more magical with it. Because I'm going to go in there and let him pull. We can pull this 3-pack. It was like 2 seconds. I don't know if you can have multiple at once. Actually, that's something I should keep track of. If I am working Wind Fury Totem, then actually I shouldn't even worry about... Yeah, I should take that off. But I don't think you can hit both. That's pretty easy. Okay. We roll up a little bit. Alright, so this is another... This is a good idea. Oh. Alrighty, so he pulled it. He said he was going to pull, but he is not. He's... Yeah, he can pull them all. Going. I mean, I'll fight one of them. They're not elites or anything. Okay, no worries. A male 14 agility. That's worse than what I have. The downside... Oh, I want it. That's the downside, though, of all this junk is... Most of the gear we're going to get is not worth it. Alright, so here we have another... Sitch for over here. Alright, so here's the last boss. Or not the last boss. This is the boss on this side. We're gonna ditch like Lifeless Skull. I don't need that. That's just a random. A couple of these broken weapons. They come from the slimes. They're pretty rare drops. SOE and GOA. The heck is SOE? Oh, I see. Strength of Earth and Grace of Air. So I'll drop the other two, is what we're saying, basically. Oh, man. man. Whew. Let me drink my potion right now. Tight. Tight like a tiger. Whew. Oh, man. I'm going to save my heals for him. He's the tank and we're very close. What does that do? A trinket that removes a poison effect? Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Who needed that? Warcraft. I'll greet it. I'll let him have it. He can have it. That's cool. And it's probably better for a tank, in all honesty. I was gonna defer to the tank, but we'll let the guy that does the 60 that's doing pulls. Alright, so now I'm not gonna put anything on my weapons. Oh, he's gonna pull that one. Okay. I think I double put down mana totem, but oh well. Yeah, I think to have the weapon buff. Oh, got that guy running around. The mage has got aggro. Okay. I received a raw black truffle and heart of the wild. Fine on that stuff. There you go. We'll get him. I feel like some of this stuff we can keep, some we don't need to. I think we're okay on a lot of stuff. We do need one more ghost, but he is down here somewhere, but we've got to clear our way through. So that was the... We did get the half of the quest for... whatever it's called. The Legends of Maraudon. We have the rod. That came from that Noxian. That was actually maybe the hardest I've seen that fight. I've never seen it where we just couldn't focus him down that fast. So it does worry me, but also the massive nature damage throughout. That was a little rough. Okay. Not too shabby. I think we were... Oh, there's our ghost.
For the Horde.
Okay. Alright, so this is the last ghost, so that's good. He's a jerk. Totems are still fine. These aren't that hard, but this is also going to free up some inventory slots for us. So I'm going to heal myself, but also I'm going to make this gem now, this amulet. So now I'm making the Mark of the Khan. Which opens up all those other inventory slots. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go and find a couple of these now. Alright, I'm on the fence about whether I should pop into healing gear. Oh no. a healing wave. Man, that was... These guys are annoying with their freaking knockdown. Okay, I'm gonna back it up a little bit, and now I'm gonna hit some chain heals. Oh my gosh, I'm not back far enough. Oh my gosh. Okay. Stupid knockdown. That is pretty nice. This chain heal is pretty darn good. Yeah, those guys are annoying with that knockdown. Okay, so we're gonna hit. I'm trying to determine the order of operations on my skilling. I don't think these guys have the knockdown. It's just the big ones. Find which one is kind of most ready to get knocked. Still within range. Alright, so we are... Basically, you fight your way through this... Honestly, we made it through, in my opinion, one of the hardest parts of this dungeon. There are some tricky spots in the dinosaurs near the end. But... I'm gonna sit way the heck back here this time. Let him go in there. I'll shoot a lightning bolt at him, why not? But I don't want to waste too much mana on that. I'm gonna wait. I cannot believe how far I can't believe he got us from back there. Alright, so you can skip. The good thing about this dungeon is you can skip a lot of the trash. Okay, I wonder if Stone Skin is better because that will get the healing of the... the reduction of... That'll get the reduction of the damage out there first, which will ultimately lead to me having less mana. You just don't want to overheal, is the problem. Now my mana's low. 18-point boots. Those are a pinch better. Agility and intellect 171. I'm gonna need those. So yeah, those are a little upgrade with the intelligence and agility overall, and a little bit of just a little better than what I had going on. And now I can take some of my older things and put them on the boots. That'll really help me. Oh no. Please, please. Oh my gosh. Sorry, bro. Oh, man. Frickin'... Oh, we pulled. Alright, so we'll see what he can do. Maybe he can kite him? Ah, that's stupid. Yeah, so at least we have 2 chamois on this team. He can res. He's just got to make sure he doesn't screw it up. Alright, so now we're gonna get our people out here. Alright, so that was really, yeah, that was just a bad luck pull. Alright, so Mort, I got you. There's my little res. Okay. Alright, well we can handle the 2 ads now that we have the whole team ready to go. Alright, so they are coming, and we will wait. Those stupid sisters got us. But luckily, I didn't even have to use mine, so hopefully... we should be able to get these 2. Yeah, this will be easy. We'll get these 2 easy. It was just them tacked onto... oh no. Crap. Alright, yeah, let's get this. Let's get this one. Oh, he got him. Well, that was a nice little synergistic thing there. Yeah, it was, honestly, I don't even think it was... I think I got out of mana on the last one. I even used the mana potion. I just didn't have the ability. Okay, so we got it here. There we go. Okie dokie. He survived this, and also I think there was one of those in there. Alright. He's spec'd on Strength of Air, he said. I think I am too. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. No, I am too. Alright. Go for this.
Alright, so here we go. We'll start the heal process. As long as we don't get knocked over, it's okay. And yeah, I mean, they said at least we got one of these down, so yes. This is honestly, completely, without a doubt, the hardest part of the dungeon. In my opinion, it is so much harder to do the orange side over the purple. I think the orange side is so much harder. But, you know, whatever. There's Razor Lash. He's an optional boss. I can do him. Yeah, let's get him, because he's got some decent stuff. And we just have to kill the 3-pack to get to him. Okay. Oops. Alright, so... And this is not even a tough 3-pack. This is a pretty easy pack. Okay, if I just get some chain heals going, it'll be okay. Some kind of lightning synergy keeps happening. That must be with my other shaman. Alright, we're okay. Oh, he wants the ghost mushroom for ghost eye, probably. Look, there's another little thing. These guys are over there. They're very easy to get. This is an optional boss. I like to clear back to him no matter what anyway. I feel like if you can clear back to Razor Lash, that's always, in my mind, what dictates the success of a dungeon. I feel if you can clear to Razor Lash, you are probably going to be able to clear this dungeon. That is just my opinion, though. I love that. And I'm gonna work with this chain heal a little more, and I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna work on my healing skills. I don't care about that. All right. So not too shabby. Oh, I won it. And we're just looking at just stats. It's got 26 points of stats on a blue shoulder. It's a little better than what I have. I'll have to look into that to see, is that really worth it? Alright, so the Phyto skin, I don't even know what you would call that. They're like decent, maybe like feral tank or rogue. I mean, yeah, basically feral druid or rogue. Really what those guys are designed for. Okay, another easy little 3-pack. And now we just, oh man, I accidentally used my good heal. I put my good hair on. Uh-oh, he's getting walloped. Kind of tell that I don't know what's going on, why we're having such a hard time with them. My mana's going to be out, and we're not even hitting them very well. Like, what is? And I don't think I have any mana potions left. Yeah, and I didn't think this was going to be a big deal, and then it was. was rough. I'm gonna eat one of my weaker little things like this thing. Maybe get my spirit up too. For 15 minutes or whatever. Alright. I don't know why that just was a tougher pack. Maybe 4 manning is not as easy as it looks. The moral of this story, but we're almost done with this side. The problem is we're gonna have to fight our way into the freaking orange side. So that is lame. Oh my gosh. I don't have crap. Okay, we're gonna try our best here. Oh my gosh. This is a tough group. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to... Yeah, he says, should we get a 5th? I mean, we can go for a 5th. Ow. I mean, the... Alright, so... Alright, so, yeah, I mean, I'm confident, actually, that we can pull off this particular run. It's just slower this way, which is what I just said in chat. That's not as powerful as the potion that I have. I mean, we've already beaten one wing, so that means, can we fight our way to the other wing? Absolutely. Jeez. Alright, so... I'll help him boost up. Yeah, so, it is... We do still have to make our way to the purple, then that means the rod is done. And like I said, if the group bails, we can always do a quick princess run tomorrow. So, how are we sheeping that thing? Why? Okay. Those things are so annoying.
Alright. At least my swift heal's back up. So annoying. I'll get a heal going on that. Get a heal on myself. Stinker. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I guess if we focus on these guys... I mean, they didn't. They focused on the other one, but that's okay. Alright. None's too shabby. So that was much better. Much better. We just have to let the mage kind of cook a little bit there more, I think. But these, they are, with the knockdown and everything, they're really rough. Okay, but we're almost done with this side. Yeah, we can just jump down, actually. Yeah. You jump down, you skip that one pack. And then, I think we have to go up this ramp to get the purple side. If you were just going to the... These little slimes aren't that bad. Alright, so we're just gonna let him go. Alright. And then really they're not, truly, the slimes are not very bad. Yeah, let's get after him. Get our little tank. I hear someone with an... It sounds like Omen of Clarity, but there must be some other version of that. Oh, it's the mage. The mage hits their fear casting. That's what it is. Cool. Okay, so Scorpashi Skullcap. I don't need that. I just automatically want it. I'm just sitting in a pile of poison. Yikes. Okay. I got a scum-covered bag of loot also. I do not need life root. Oh, he accidentally pulled those. Dang it. Alright, I'm just standing there like an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna toss the Heart of the Wild. I'm not gonna save that. At least these ones don't... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that was an accident. This guy calls everybody bro. He does it in his chat too. I saw him asking for like a help, or I mean to carry, to sell his little... Yeah, so don't be a jerk about it. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that was an accident. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these little things because we might get some from these other things. I gotta save the Savage Fronds. Because, they are used for a quest. Yeah, don't do that. Don't say I'll drop if you want. No problem. You just get your, everybody get your feelings under control. Fine. These guys have a knockdown too. All right. So yeah, it's one little butthole. Nothing happened from it. It's fine. All right. So we do have to fight this little pack right here. He's gonna. I was gonna say he's gonna aggro all of those. Okay, now he'll start trying to pull these, which is fine. And we just have to make sure they don't get pulled down to those little sister girls. And now we've cleared this little way, so they should be okay. Okay. And then just making sure you don't stand in the stupid poison like me, your life will be all good. I don't need shadow spell damage. That's like Shadow Priest or Warlock. Two-handed mace. 35 with a 26. No. That is not as good as mine. Alright, so we're at the top. And now, here come the little annoying turds. Hate these buttholes. But then if we do this, we're getting very close. This is now the entrance kind of to the purple side. I hate clearing this part, to be honest. So I'm going to extra slow him. Yeah, now let him pull it back. Yeah, it's because they hit so hard. Alright, so there you go. We got that stupid pack of guys, and that's pretty much the last, I think, slime pack. There might be one more one. Okay, we have to make our way up here in the middle. This is an easy way to do it. You just fight your way around, and you do not have to engage with those if you just go through the path of the swamp. So that's the smart way, just be careful you don't aggro those dudes. Okay. So then you kind of fight your way through, you just thread your way through here, and if you hug over enough, then you can just fight this pack. And then you can completely skip that pack of slimes, just hang to the right. These are not, these lurkers or whatever they're called, these cavern lurkers, they're nothing tough. As long as you stick out, you can thread your way through, using them almost like stepping stones. Like, these guys are pretty chill. Nice little mobs. I'm not sure if he went AFK or what he's doing. Yes, you can 100% sneak by the oozes. Okay, so then you just kind of hug it over here. And you just don't pull the oozes because they're annoying. And then he can just single target that. I do not need bruiseweed. Alright, so this is pretty solid. Alright, so now these... Okay, this ooze pack... Okay, we're gonna let the mage go on this one.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, if they can just... I'll let them kill it off. Okay, so that's good. We got those two out of the way. Those things are absolute lame, worst part of the dungeon. Okay, so if we head to the right here, we have to fight these trees. Do not have to fight the satyrs. Now we can do what I just did, where we kind of isolate them. And rock them off. Same deal here, just get one of these stompers. And now we are almost to the toughy part. I mean, to the boss of this one. And then we can get the rod by going through the end. Alright, now we might get ourselves in a situation where the rod quest is not realistic. He just said, wait. So that part I can understand his annoyance, where he says wait and the other... The other guy doesn't. So I understand that guy's frustration in terms of that, but... Maybe he wanted to get a full pack, maybe he just wanted mana, it depends. So, you know, you can pull this more than one way. Alright, so this right here is the entrance to the boss, so he wants to do a big pull. It's totally understandable. So we're gonna get this going. Oops, I already dropped that. I got a poison thing going. They got these little turrets. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hit you with some nice heals. Oh, I think that's what he's doing. Maybe he's using chain heal in that particular instance. Maybe it's like a chain heal crit or something. That's not too bad. I feel like if we work together, you know, it's all fine. It's all good. Okay, so there are... Just pull these guys one by one. It'll be okay. So you just want to pull these kind of couple side guys. He's like dropped himself into stealth. Okay. Alright, so He's out of there. I'm gonna drink water and eat another sausage to get my buffs going up again. Because here is our second boss. This is the other half of the boss we need for the rod, and then you do have to beat the final boss of the dungeon, which we're basically already at. Not of the dungeon, of the first part, the kind of lower half. Now, as far as the quest text goes, we might have to wait and read that in a different episode, or if you check, I did read it on the last one, so if you want to check that one out, kind of get through on that. So we can drop my totems here. So if we focus down the boss, great, he shot himself way over here. Like a jerk. He loves to do that crap. Kind of just focus him out. What has he got on him? Some kind of like sand in his eye or something. So far it's okay. Oh, I should have kept this one on actually. Alright, so we got that. This is a dagger. Nobody needs that. Yeah, so somebody got hit with the disease. Alright, so we gotta go back and loot him because you need the other half of the rod. Easy peasy. I need a good dagger? As a shaman? Okay. I mean, I don't care. I don't need it, but... Why do you need a good dagger? Pair with, like, a... That's just... I feel like... That's a sketch. That's not, like... What are you gonna do with that build? You're gonna put that with a shield and go dagger shield? I mean, I guess that would be some good DPS, but you're not... he's doing Grace of Air. Alright, so now we're gonna go drop the bottom of the falls here. The Poison Falls. As we get near the end of this one. Okay. And then you kind of stay in the water and river and follow your water around, or whatever. Follow the path this way. None's too shabby. Okay. We could try avoiding that guy. Ooh, yeah, we don't need to. It's pretty straight, smooth shooting. I think you pretty much just jump down and we can go to that boss now. Yeah, there he is right there. Okay, so this is it for this boss. I don't think I have any buffs or anything. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and drop these totems. So, we're doing pretty good. What did they take off of me, my Wind Fury? And we'll get some heals going. And hopefully they're fine with the princess. Fist weapon? Holy cow. Offhand fist weapon. Alright, so you wish to learn of the stone? Follow me. And we'll see what we got. I'm not going to make them wait since I'm getting impatient vibes. But there you go. We turn this quest in right here. We can't. We all have to wait. I have a feeling this guy might bail, though. We're gonna see, because all he wanted was this rod so he can start doing princess runs on his own, but I feel like, let's give it a shot. So everybody has to do this whole process. He basically says, please do as I instruct you, Azerothian. Read this tome I've placed before you and speak the words aloud. Together the two parts shall become one once again. Shalmiria Nishnu Dandara. My scepter will once again become whole. And I said that it was going to be a full run, so hopefully he's not going to be a jerk about it. But you know, you can't control other people. I have awoken from a nightmare that seemed it would never end. Now that you have recovered the two parts of my scepter, I have hope that Maraudon may one day be rid of the vile corruption. Okay? And then you can tell him to do... So, you can look at this quest as he does it. My scepter was... Okay. My scepter was once a source of hope for me. That's BS. He did not get called. He was planning on bailing the whole time. I'm gonna try to recruit. The two parts to become one once again, I will need your assistance in performing the ritual. Please follow me and listen to my instructions while I channel the energy required to reunite the rod with the diamond. Together we shall create the Scepter of Celebras once again. Oh, then we turn it to him. Please take this. I know. We'll talk to him too. So we finished that quest. Okay, so I'm gonna... Alright, so... Now we have... Alright, so they're all gonna hop down there. I'm gonna wait. They're gonna hop ahead, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this quest lore, so... that was the... We just completed the quest, the Scepter of Celebras. I wanted to read that end-game quest text to you, because I didn't want to make them wait for it. So if you look at the completion part, it says, please take this. Yeah, my scepter was once a source of hope for me. Its power allowed me the freedom to travel quickly through these caverns. I'd hoped to bring peace to the spirit of my uncle. It's a task that I now pass to you. For the two parts to once again become one, I'll need your assistance in performing the ritual. Please follow me and listen to my instructions while I channel the energy required to reunite the rod with the diamond. Together we'll recreate the Scepter of Celebras once again. If you wish to restart the ritual, please abandon our first attempt and then speak to me again. Please take this and know that the power allotted to you now must be used for good. Continue your journey through the caverns, and with hope you'll find the remains of my uncle. Much danger awaits you, Gleek and Soul. Speak with me again should the need arise, and we're going to also read his quest lore. Alright, so we're waiting on them. I'm not going to run down to them. These people are all going to help, but I'm going to talk to this person. Because we are waiting on these other two to come. They're in Orgrimmar, and this other guy is in the sludge fence, maybe going through wetlands. Okay, so it says, please explain how the scepter works. Thank you for what you've done, Gleek and Soul. Keep the scepter safe. May it aid you in your toil against the evils that have invaded this place. Please explain how the scepter works. Between the colors, a path. So basically between the purple and the orange. Blink across in light. From the water you emerge, down here at the base of the falls. I don't quite understand. Tell it to me like I'm 5. Between the orange and purple passageways near the doors of Maraudon, you'll find a third path. The scepter you hold in your hands is the key. No, really, I still don't understand. I grow weary. Oh, man, bear, pig. Let's uninvite and then invite man, bear, pig. Okay, so we have a Tauren druid now going to come join us instead. That's fine. As long as they have the rod, they're fine. Okay, so I want to see that one. No, really, I don't. I grow weary. From here you can see the waterfalls, Gleek and Soul. The scepter grants you the power to travel to this very place, should you ever desire to enter through the front gates of Maraudon again. Near the entrance to Maraudon, you will find a passage that goes down beneath the caverns. Use the scepter at the ancient ritual site to create a portal, and you'll find yourself here once more. And you can please tell me more about Maraudon. Long ago, my dryad sisters and I entered these caves to free the tortured spirit of my uncle Zaytar. However, the corruption had already spread through these caverns. It soon overcame us, and we too fell. We were destined to wander these passages, the toxins poisoning our minds. Although my spirit may now be at rest, I know that I have failed in my mission. It is a great sadness I must bear. Please tell me more about Zaytar. Ah, Zaytar. Celebras looks away. My father Remulos tried to stop him. Zaytar was headstrong, and when he fell for an earth and elemental princess, my father knew that their union was cursed, but Zaytar refused to listen. Centaur, the result of his mistake. They were both misshapen and hateful. My uncle Zaytar was killed by his own kin. The evil princess Theraddra still guards his remains here in the Crystal Caverns. Tell me more about the history of Remulos and Zaytar. You ask of the sons of Cenarius, Remulus, and Zaytar. My father Remulos was strong and beautiful, and my uncle Zaytar was cunning and slight of build. While they were respected quite equally, Zaytar always felt as if he could never quite compare to the glory and attention he thought Remulos had. After my sisters and I were born, Zaytar, blinded by jealousy, set out to outdo his brother. He was the creator of his own end. The sadness it brings me has never lessened even as time passes. Okay. Alright, so this is just a bunch of people from the guild that are swapping in and out who's going to come, blah, blah, blah. The mage did give me a bunch of spring water. I don't really need it. I'm going to destroy most of it. We do have that rod, which after this run we're going to put in the bank. We're all good. The only thing we need to do now that we've done those quests... Actually, let's look at let's fix our spreadsheet first and see what we've done here. Okay, so we are working on this Maraudon
run here. So the first thing we did on this episode was we picked up the exterior quest, the Legends of Maraudon. Okay, Maraudon, whatever. I don't know how to say that. Then when we were in here, we picked up the Scepter of Celebras. I don't remember which one gives us which. I think that's the one he just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is. So we picked that up, and then you actually you turn that one in. Then you pick that one up. Then you turn that one in. So we've done those two, and we've done them on both accounts now. So Seed of Life is technically still waiting for us to pick it up. I'm gonna hop down now and join the rest of the crew at the falls. All right, we have a. This is a weaker squad now than we had before, but that last squad just really wasn't gelling, and at least it's a 5-man group. So, see, AI. Here's an example of how AI is wrong. When ChatGPT first came out, when this whole AI was thrust in your face and you had to use it nonstop, the answers it would give about Warcraft were ridiculous and sometimes flat out the opposite of the truth. It has gotten a little better even in the past few weeks, because that's what AI does. It gets better and better about scanning, searching, but it still gives wrong answers. One of the things that it said about Maraudon, when you're looking at it, it said one of the things that you need for a princess run is a tank that can handle fighting all of the turtles. I threw a bobcat in the laundry room while my wife is doing laundry. Alright, so all we're waiting on is these two people to come, and then we will do basically the second half of this dungeon. So this could be an entire second video of its own. Now that we have a full group, we'll probably do the whole squad. We're about 2 hours into the dungeon. Is this guy? Oh. So we do have this person, but all the rest are from this guild. Oh no. No, actually it is. This is a full guild run. So this is a full... all 5, the one... was the mage. I said that. Was the mage. Yeah, so that was... I 100% from Jump, when he advertised, he was advertising a carry for just getting the rod run, and then he joined our thing anyway, even though I specifically said from Jump Princess. He was advertising... Okay, yeah, so basically I was just explaining that whole situation, where when I was advertising my group, he was advertising
his group for a rot to. Alright, so, yeah, right now we're just waiting on the guild to roll up and see. So Man Bear Pig is already almost here. I don't know where the stinking rogue is. Oh, he's already in Maraudon. He's either... He must be in the tunnel making his way, or waiting for Man Bear Pig at the entrance, since they have to port down together. It's not too shabby. So, this is going to take us a little bit more time. Yesterday's episode was 3 hours. This is pretty much probably going to be how it's designed. This dungeon was a late add, and when they were kicking around the idea, the 2 late edition dungeons they really added to the game were Maraudon and Dire Maul, and both were designed to be sort of mega dungeons. Really, I would say Blackrock Depths is the mega-iest of dungeons. That freaking dungeon is insane. I am not looking forward to doing that. We might have to do that one in chunks. Just because of how big it is and just how insane it is. But that's a story for future us. So, yeah, because we still have, after this, we've got 4 zones before we even do Sunken Temple. Sunken Temple's fine. And then we will be in the last 5 zones where we'll start knocking out the dungeons one by one. We will run, after Sunken Temple, we'll run Western Plaguelands, and we'll probably, at that point in time, maybe knock out Blackrock Depths. I started planning this out the other day, because we'll have Lower Blackrock Spire, Upper Blackrock Spire, Scholomance, Strathholm, Dire Maul, Blackrock Depths. 6 dungeons, so we actually might even knock out Blackrock Depths, like, immediately after Lower Blackrock Spire. I mean, immediately after Sunken Temple. Then hit up Western Plaguelands. Alright, so they're almost here. They want the 2 quests. Sure. Which is just Twisted Evil, Shadow Shard, Fragments, Corruption of Earth and Seed, blah blah blah. Alright, so... Not that he's going to be able to finish it. He won't be able to finish Twisted Evils. But anyway, so I mean, we in that vein though, we still have like I mean, I'm doing those 4, getting us to endgame running Sunken Temple, and then it's going to be really a test. I mean, I might do Western Plaguelands, then run, then just to give a break, then run or part of it or something, then do Lower Blackrock Spire. Maybe actually I won't do Lower Blackrock Spire. What we'll do is, we'll do Western Plaguelands, and then we will run the Burning Steps. We'll do those 2. And then we'll do Blackrock Depths from Burning Steps, followed by Lower Blackrock Spire. So bam, bam. And since Western Plaguelands will be done, then we'll also go hit Scholomance up. We'll go bum, bum, bum. All 3 in a row. That's what we'll do. Then we'll clear Eastern Plaguelands. And at that point in time, we'll go back and do Upper Blackrock Spire. Actually, Upper Blacklock Spire is like the last one we're gonna do. Maybe we'll maybe go do Strathholm, Live and Dead side. Then we'll hit Winter Spring up. And maybe after Winter Spring we'll do Dire Maul before we run Silithus stuff. And that's when we'll do Upper Blackrock Spire, because that one is like a 10-man dungeon. Oh, yeah. Alright, so that sounds like a good plan. Once we get those people in here, though, it'll be good. I mean, we have a tank, we have a healer, so this is actually pretty solid. This is taking... I had a feeling this dungeon is just so long. But when you think about the other lengthiness, the other lengths of dungeons... I mean, we're getting to the end of the game. Sunken Temple is not long. And I don't know, I don't think Golemance is... yeah, maybe he just missed it? I don't know, maybe he forgot to loot the guy? Alright, so... I don't know, we'll get rid of this slimy ichor. We didn't really particularly get... I got those one boots that were kind of a tiny little bit... Well, the rod is the easier part. Alright. I don't know what they're doing. They're taking so long. At least they're both there. They're in Maraudon, so they just haven't hit the portal yet. And you're a druid. Why would you? I mean, yeah. Why would you not go stealth? It's a druid and a rogue. Why are we not stealthing? I don't understand. All right. When we get down here, though, it's kind of like I could picture that like in a movie. Just open the portal, and I'll jump through. I'm gonna be chased by mobs. Oh, there they are! Hooray!
Strength and honor.
Okie dokie. Alright, let's rock and roll. Okay, so you don't really have to kill any of these guys. But you can. Two-minute poison, that's lame. Knocked him back. Okay. I wonder if it would be more advantageous, 127. Yeah, it'd probably in the long run be better for me to have a poison totem up if they're going to poison like that. I do not want either seaweed or fine sand clogging me up, but I will take that rugged leather. Okay, now these other guys pad around, so if you're got your head on the swivel, you can absolutely
Get your way through. Now these guys are what caused my wipe in my other run. Don't, come on, come on. Incoming. Dang it. Okay, I don't know why they're in bear form, but okay. We're gonna have double tanks, I guess. Okay, now I have to be careful and stay out of the range of these guys because of their silence effect. Why is it not healing? I don't need that. Ooh, that's a pretty solid ring. Okay, so I'm absolutely not messing with these guys. I'll hit a little chain lightning on them, I guess, but I'm sitting out here. I'm not going in there. I'm not falling for it. I'm just gonna stay out here like a good boy. Pause. Resume. I mean, I'm a Skinner too, but I haven't really fight it that much. It's thick. Not me. Yeah, they want to level. Alright, so here we go. Set up my totem. Gotta stay out of the range of that bad boy. Yeah, I hate these. I hate those, 385. It's... Okay, so I'm gonna kind of keep my eyes out on that. Yeah, these little things are annoying. They 100% are. Another one, look at us. Oh, that time. So let's, I'm gonna get some of these guys. So they opened that for me. Some trash pants. I think we're gonna go ahead and hit these guys. Oh, man. Ooh, this is gonna be tight. Okay, so that was a little close for comfort. Alright, so... I spelled beautiful wrong. Alright, so they're getting another squad going. Also, I can't... when they pull so fast... I get stuck where I can't really do a lot. Just puts me behind the 8-ball a little bit, but when he innervated like that, ooh, that was beautiful. There you go, they're getting some blindweed. Okay, they're pulling another. These dinosaurs are bad, they're the worst, but... I gotta get line of sight. No, this is good. These aren't the... These are just dudes. I don't think you can... I don't think you can Wind Fury these, actually, but the other guy has the other turret, so... I guess for those of us with weapons, Wind Fury's nice. Yeah, this is a much better group. Much better. Much smoother experience. I mean, just having a 5th is huge. Alright, so now we kind of go our way here. Those you can skip, but... And I'm pretty sure you can skip... Well, you can't skip this pack if... you want to go to the princess, but we can kill it, and I mean, to get it out of the way, because eventually to get to the princess, you're gonna have to kill these two dudes. It's very nice. Just fighting one by one like this, like I'll be able to get out of this fight with just one heal. Love it. My kind of fight, baby. Pat, incoming. Incoming, Pat. I will help them. Yeah, I was wondering, do we want to kill the little one? Because if we kill the big ones, they're going to disintegrate into little ones, so... I like how the rogue's like, no, it makes it more fun. And, I mean, I could see it either way. Like, getting all the little ones going at once is not the worst idea either. But minimizing the amount of targets that you need is fine. Alright, so... Spam Maul if threat gets low, and taunt. Swipe if big pull. I mean, that's true. Wario, spam Sonda. Well, it's really about the pulls. It's not about the rotation when you are a... it's not about, you know, yeah, it's not about the rotation as a warrior per se. It's about the things you have to manage. All you have to do, you have to manage your threat and the team's threat, while also, you know, thinking about incoming pats. So, add a teabag. Alright, so there are 3 optional bosses in this princess part. The princess water, I don't know what they call this. Earth Song Falls or some crap. And the first is truly optional. You can just make your way up this hill and you will get to a boss called Landslide. It is just one of these guys. There's nothing special about him. I think he has a pop-up mechanic, like a group pop-up. So that kind of works as like a... I'm ready. Focus on the skull. Yeah, we will do that. We'll be fine. Ah. Okay, we'll get that heals going. Ah, dang it, I should not have used that. I've got a 3-minute cooldown. Nope, don't need that. It's a nice little frost mage thing, but I don't need it. Who said that? Oh, he's dead. Okay, so we're getting a little across the board. Alright, so that ring is dope. That's the one I got on my... It's so good. Alright, yeah, that's what it is. Some kind of thing like that. And then I think... Alright, so yeah, and then he brings these little ads in when it happens. This is the boss BT does. Oh, you just got bounced off the wall. That's a one-handed mace. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright, so I did not need on it, and now this other shaman who's been needing on every weapon is gonna need on that, too. So, where's the pat? Oh, the stupid... This is what wiped us on my Alliance guild run. This pat came in while we were fighting those. That's what wiped us. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get as close as possible. And then I'm gonna drop some heals. But I'm just gonna kind of focus on heals. That guy is just getting everything. I don't particularly love it. Gotta get out of that range. Mana's a little low. That's just a tough pull no matter what. All right, so I told them that pack wiped me on the last run, but then they're like, oh, sounds like you should be maining Horde then. All right, so whenever there's a 2-pack like this, it's a little harder. Gotcha, baby. Oof. Going after me, huh? Okay. Alright. So we are headed straight for the princess now. This is good. This will be the quest part. After this, you drop down in the dungeon for the final 2 optional bosses. I honestly feel like this run is pretty simple. If you're doing really straight princess runs, you even skip that landside part. And we did 3-man these guys right here, which was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. We had a hardy crew though. This is a little bit softer. I don't think we have any. We have more. There's a plate wearer, but Mort seems to be struggling a pinch. But this is pretty cool that we have a full quest princess run here. The problem is it won't count as a full run because they don't do that. Yeah, I don't need those stupid. Well, they're bind when equipped. Alright, so here we go. We got to do 2 more of these double packs and then we're on the last boss, which means quests are good. Oh yeah, I forgot about the stupid pat. We do have to, it'll disappear. Alright, so... Funny that he had a little nod. Alright. So these are 2 of these guys that do the, when you die, they split into a bunch of babies. We'll switch over to the other one so we can try to kill them at the same time. Maybe that's going to be cool, maybe not. I kind of like the idea of it, so I'm going to do it. Oh, you jerk. Okay, so now it's all babies out here. Yeah, well, I mean, and the babies are, whatever, they hit harder, but, I mean, they hit more frequently, but there's not anything special about them. I like blue mana better than red mana. Okay, again, I'm gonna drop my totes again. Totes my goats. Alright. I'll just go ahead and get some heals out. And rinse and repeat. I don't know, I haven't really had a ton of experience healing on this character. But healing is especially. I love healing actually, especially in retail. It's not. It's just. It's pretty simple in WoW. It's really just about getting the right gear. You know, this is not like a fun element to it. Alright, so this is the last two. We'll be fine on this one. Alright. Okay. Alright, so this is the last real pack you've got to kill. And... Actually, I hit that. I didn't want to do it. This guy is Snoo Saper. Okay, interesting. I miss spamming crossbow. Yeah, that's pretty much all you do as a mage, so that's cool. This guy's using slam, so that's weird too. I don't ever... Look at that, just a clutch level up process right there. Alright, so now we are on the princess, and after this we'll get to have the final quest. He said, drink up, watch for farts. That is my, and I said, that's my in real life motto. Drink up, watch for farts. Okay. Oh, I didn't get my well-fed buff. Dang it. I stepped out 1 second too soon. Alright, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna make a station. Okay, and we are going to... I'm just gonna focus on... Oh, man. You jerk. Okay. Dust field. More like fart field. Ha 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 ha. Ow. Okay, so we'll get some little heals on. It targeted me, they switched the threat over to me. I'm gonna go ahead and get a chain heal off just so I can get a little of my life back. Oh, that was not the one targeted. Just noticed she has 3 faces, that's sick. Oh, I walked right up there right when she was farting. Now I'm gonna just do some mana here. I should go in there and hit. Whoa! Azerothian shouldn't have drew that threat. I mean, I don't feel that wasn't my fault. That dude got one-shotted.
Not enough mana.
Let's see. Plate, no. Yeah. Alright, so meanwhile, I greet you, Torn, with the seed of life. The misbegotten centaur, my sons and daughters, have need of their father. Look around you. This place rings of hope and all that my father Cenarius preaches. It's sprung from me, and I cannot take that away from them, not even for their crimes against me. There's one thing I would ask of you to ease my brother's mind. Take this. It is the first seed that fell from the life of my...
my remains nourished. Tell him my spirit remains here and that I live on. I'm sure he'll understand. Okay, so that's the Seed of Life. I'm gonna go ahead and drop... Oh, did I not pick this? Who got it? I don't need one silk cloth. Who won that ring? Oh. Mort got it. Alright, so that happens, unfortunately. So now we're jumping down into the water. I don't really mind that much because while it's best in slot pretty much for every build, not that big of a deal. I'll drink this potion right now. I don't care about it. Alright, so now we're looking for the boss. There is a little... There he is. Okay, so this is Rot Grip, one of the two side bosses. I believe he actually does have some decent gear. Pat around here. What else can I ditch? Guess we'll do Lifeless Stone. Alright, that gives me 3 inventory slots. That should be good for the 2 bosses. Alright, so I don't really care about the chamois shield. This guy... Okay. Probably shouldn't have walked right up on that like that. And for some reason I'm underwater. Alright, so... Yeah, I mean, typical, this is nothing, I mean, there's nothing really special that I can say about this boss. He's a typical croc type of thing. He's just big and, as you saw, he hits pretty hard. He tore through me in a few hits. That's why you need a tank. Those are dope. Yeah, see, those are. Alright, so that was... Yeah, they feel bad that the rogue... Because that is best in slot for rogue, but it's basically best in slot for everybody. You can't really be that mad about it. But water walking wears off if you get hit, so... They're a little salty that they didn't get it. I wasn't gonna need, but once everybody... Oh, so that person's gonna leave. Yeah, the fastest way is to die, honestly, and that's what we're gonna... Yeah, I mean... That's fine. Either way, we can 4-man him. I really don't care.
I can't carry.
Oh, I can't carry this stuff. Dang. Alright, so we are full here. I'm not doing another run. This already took us 2 hours, 36 minutes. So if we do to the goblin, that's going to be a few...
they... I mean, the rogue can sneak out. And that bear hearth. I don't want a hearth because then you'll have to leave. We can try to get to the goblin. Honestly, that one shaman is just needing everything anyway, so that thing's fine. I'm 56. The pats are not going to come after me. Oh man. Oh, better get him, buddy. Oh crap. Alright, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna release the spirit. And I'm gonna just take the res sickness right here. So we'll have to live that out next time. But alright, so that's fine. We're gonna just stay right here and we'll turn in all of our quests on the next run. That'll be cool. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the party. And that's about it. If you look at what we're doing on the spreadsheet, we did pick up that last quest, the Seed of Life. And that's all we really did this time. So we did end up getting all 8 quests, and we have basically completed them all. And that's it. So on the next one, we'll do a shorty tomorrow where we just run around and turn these in. That's 4 of the 6. We'll then port back to Orgrimmar. I don't think we've been to Moonglade. We won't. So we're going to do a similar journey of we have been. It looks like we have been to Jadenar though, for whatever reason. So we will only have to go here, turn that in, fly to Jadenar, which is for what my other guy didn't have to do that, and then we'll have to fight our way through to the tunnel to turn that one in. It's a little bit annoying, but. Alright, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed this Horde run. It was a little mixture. It wasn't really a carry. I wouldn't call it a carry at all because the 60 didn't really do it. We fought our way through. It was slow. This is the last episode took us a little over 2 hours. This run, I was much luckier with what we got, but it still took us 2 hours and 40 minutes. The last one I said took us over 3 hours, so this came in about a half an hour shorter because the groups were a little better. Alright, everyone. I thank you so much. And I will see everyone on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft, this episode in this dungeon in the Pipe 5x5.